Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy Divine Masculine Day. This is Sunday, and I am out of Atlanta, just signing on here to give you guys support, inspiration, hope, whatever it is. Take what you need, take what you want, and just like any class, seminar, workshop you go to, leave the rest. Take what you want, leave the rest. Okay, so I'm the director of Harnessing Your Divine Feminine. We are on the leading edge of women's organizations. We also love men. Okay. I developed this organization so that women could actually be like the wife and the mother they want to be. And so that's how we feel about the divine masculine. The divine masculine holds space, and I give thanks to all the divine masculine husbands, fathers, brothers, uncles, team members that just have come through helping these retreats and these these female workshops take off, because I wouldn't have been able to do it without the support of the divine masculine. So thank you so much for every divine masculine who's helped me carry things, helped me get water, donated financially, called me and said, "Hey, I'm signing my wife up. I'm signing my mother up. I'm signing my sister up." Any divine masculine that has emailed me and said, "Hey, I want my woman to be involved in your organization." Thank you, thank you, thank you. High fives and shout outs for being the divine masculine the world needs to be. The world needs, right? The world needs more like you. So, um, my website is in the description box. Feel free to go on there, sign up for my email. You will get blog information, retreat schedules, retreat dates, all of it. So it's www.hydf.online, and it's also in the description box. Please click that bell to subscribe to this channel, because every YouTuber loves subscribers, right? And it's completely free to do so. So click that bell for me if you want to contribute in any way, and that's a free way to contribute to harnessing your divine feminine. And share this message if you can. Just click share on your social media, repost it on Instagram, whatever you want to do. Okay, this is free for the world to be inspired by, and I hope you're all inspired by this morning's messages channeled straight from the divine masculine. So we all have divine feminine and divine masculine in us. It doesn't matter how you associate, like what gender you associate with, what gender you identify with. And gender orientation and sexual orientation are two different issues. They're two different concepts, and they're two different pieces of self-actualization that each person struggles with. Some people struggle with it more than others, but each person contemplates it at some point in their life. Like, do I feel like a boy today? Do I feel like a girl today? Do I feel masculine? Do I feel feminine? Where do I fit in my family? And then we get into where we fit in our relationship romantic roles, and where do we fit in our workplace roles, right? As the divine feminine or the divine masculine. And everyone has both, even men. Men have divine feminine in them as well. And I think that's amazing and that's beautiful. And gender orientation and sexual orientation, these run like on frequencies, right? And there's like a scale, and everyone falls different in the scale. So if this is feminine and this is masculine, people kind of waver in between their whole life. Like, sometimes there's been times in my life where I've been more masculine, and there's been times in my life where I've been more feminine. And I just allow flow for that. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to flow with it. Um, so remember, gender orientation and sexual orientation are two different things. Sexual orientation is, who am I sexually attracted to? Okay. Personally, I'm pretty open about this. I'm very demisexual. I am sexually attracted to those that I feel a spiritual connection with, like a heart connection. Some people, there's also pansexuals, there's, transgender people, there's all sorts of different gender and sexuality roles out there, and I just encourage you to support all of them. Just be like, and whatever pronoun people want you to use it. That's cool. It's okay. It's all good, right? Just let people be who they want to be. Well, because if you let someone else be who you want to be, you'll find more peace in finding where you fall on the masculine feminine scale. Okay. So there's women that have been in my life that have expressed the divine masculine, and there's men that have been in my life that have expressed the divine masculine, and I'm really grateful for all of those. So let's go over what the divine masculine contract is, right? If somebody comes in with the contract of the divine masculine, it is a contract saying I'm going to be divine, right? Divine is opposite of toxic, right? So divine means enlightened, uplifting, of light, like the divine Trinity, the divine God, the divine Mother Mary, all that, like divinity, right? So we're all searching for that divine masculine. I think that some divine feminine, like we haven't been explained what that is because for what millions of reasons, probably because our own mothers didn't know what it was, right? So the divine masculine comes in and they say, I want to set a solid foundation for you to thrive. Like, how can I help you thrive? How can I help you build that empire? How can I help you pursue your dreams? How can I help you support your children, support your family? Like the divine masculine comes in and says, let me lay this solid foundation for you to thrive, for you to fly, like spread your wings. It doesn't mean that. One thing I think society gets the divine masculine confused with is that they think the divine masculine means I'm going to come in and fully pay your bills and you don't have to do anything. That's not it. That's not it. That's toxicity. That's codependency. Okay. The divine masculine says, I'm going to lay a solid foundation so that you can build your empire because I have no problems holding space for you while you thrive. So you want to look at that when you're, and go and look at the men who have done that for you and go, oh my gosh, I need to throw them some cheer, throw them some love, right? Or you look at the women who have done that and go to them and say, thank you for doing that for me. Thank you for expressing the divine masculine for me. And then we look at maybe the other men in our lives who have made toxic masculinity tells us to choose them over you, right? A toxic masculinity says, you need to pick me over your kids, pick me over your dreams, pick me over your careers, pick me, pick me, pick me. They're pulling your attention towards them all the time. And they're not saying, you know, the divine masculine says, go to the retreat, take the class, go to that yoga class, go to that seminar, go to your girls' night, whatever makes you feel happy, whatever makes you thrive so that you can pursue your dreams and live a better, happier, healthy life. That's the divine masculine. So we need to really discern that, right? And we need to celebrate the divine masculine more versus like, I think the toxic masculinity in our society pulls, like, they're all about isolating you. Like toxic masculinity isolates, says, you don't need anyone but me. I'm your world. I'm all you need. I'm all you need. And that's narcissism. That's gaslighting. Okay. So in saying that, you know, take time in your heart, men and women, take time in your heart and start to discern that. Okay. Start to discern the differences and figure out who really in your life has empowered you to be a better version of yourself versus who in your life has disabled you from being a better person for yourself, your family, and your community in that order. I'm going to pull some cards this morning. Well, it's late morning because it's a Sunday morning and I did not rush. I did psychic fair yesterday. That was always fun. Thank you everyone who has done the psychic fair, came to see me. I got some wonderful feedback and messages yesterday. It was awesome. Okay, the Queen of Swords has come up. So the Queen of Swords says we're very think about things. She's got her crown on. She's activating her. Crowns activate your third eye chakra. So she's going into herself. She's really listening to spirit right now to figure out the next steps. And the Nine of Pentacles, she's going into herself. She's figuring out how can she build a healthy empire for herself, her family, and her community. And it's going to pay off because you're probably getting some psychic downloads right now on what to do next as far as business, global, and personal goals. Okay. So we have the Two of Wands next. And the Two of Wands says there's a divine masculine that's going to help you with this. It's going to stand up and say, hey, what can I do to support you in this? And the Star, it's going to be emotional. It might come from a man that maybe you didn't know was watching because everyone's watching, right? Everyone's always watching you. And you're going to be like overwhelmed with, you're going to be overwhelmed with gratitude. And the Fool card came up next. The Fool card's a leap of faith. Like, woo, I'm going to jump. So, and then the Eight of Cups came next. Be careful where you jump. Ask for assistance. Make sure your stuff's lined up. Make sure you have a backup plan. Because the Four of Pentacles, that's a loan officer or something. You might close on a house. You may see a doctor. You're going to get assistance that you need. And the Emperor, right? So the divine masculine, reach out to divine masculine for assistance and you're going to get it. You know, you're a team. And the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is romance. It's partnership. It's togetherness. And the Prince of Wands. So also saying there's somebody in your life that's like it's not like a peer. It's like a child, a nephew. It could be like a neighborhood kid. Perhaps you're a teacher that's going to step up and really shine. Don't let that kid walk past money. Maybe hire the kid because there's a kid around you that wants honest work and you need to get him on the right path of how to feel what it's like to get honest work. Like maybe hire a kid to mow your grass, clean your house, something like that. And the Three of Wands, You're going to dance in that. You're going to kind of become the divine feminine in your community and the Prince of Pentacles. So there, that whenever you start to raise your vibration, that Prince of Pentacles is followed by the Nine of Swords. That's stress. So when you raise your, this is how it happens, y'all. It happens every time. As soon as you turn the volume down on that toxicity, the Nine of Swords comes at you. They just like stabbing you because the toxic man says, no, you can't have another focus. Not even for a minute. Not even for half a day. Right? The Nine of Swords says, no, your focus needs to come to me. And they start, when they'll like drain your energy. So you might start getting texts. When you raise your vibe higher, you're going to get texts from that ex, right? And you need to block, delete, block, delete, block, delete. If you were with somebody that you've broken up with, their exes for a reason. Someone needs to know that they are exes for a reason. The Two of Pentacles are coming together. Take your Two Pentacles. March on, girlfriends. March on your path because you are protected. You also have a lot of divine masculine like ancestors around you. If you need male help, like male assistance, I recommend getting a piece of jewelry or something that a male ancestor had and wearing it. You know, and ask them for their protection and their like provide guidance, provide needs, and protect you. I also recommend like getting like a male candle and lighting it. Like you want to do like a brown candle. Brown candles is very earthy. It's very masculine. Like the brown candle, ask spirit to send you the divine masculine, either in the form of you. Like I did that before, and I asked for spirit to give me the divine masculine energy because I wanted to be able to provide like a man, and I was able to. I lit that candle and it worked. So you need it. I was like, Spirit, if you're not going to give me the divine masculine, let me be the divine masculine. I've asked Spirit, and you know, it worked. And then I ended up pulling in other divine masculine beings that have really lifted me up since then. So you want to light a candle with that intention. You want to wear something that belonged to like an uncle or grandfather, someone passed away that you cared for, and you're going to ask them for assistance. Look for the patterns. Look for the patterns in life is what I'm getting. Because when you see patterns, you're going to have self-discovery, and it will give you an idea. It will give you opportunity to break that pattern, okay? When you start seeing patterns of the people you've dated or the men you're bringing in, or the mass, it could be females, whatever, gender roles can be flipped. It's all energy, right? So you look for those patterns, and when you see a pattern, that spirit giving you the opportunity to break the pattern. Nevertheless, she persisted, came up next. Keep going. Do not stop. Do not stop. Do not stop. Do not stop. Keep pursuing your dreams. And here's the thing, not everyone's going to go with you on your dreams, and that's okay. Namaste and go on your way, right? Namaste and go on your way. Remember, light balance is dark, right? Light balance is dark. Day balance is night. Pay attention to cycles. There's that cycling and that pattern you're looking for. You will be able to move more successfully and balance all aspects of your life. You're needing balance right now, okay? You're needing balance. You're needing to balance your work-life situation. Don't overwork. Don't scapegoat through work, okay? Don't avoid looking at yourself because you're overwhelmed with work. And I may know that by experience. I'm just saying I've had to learn to balance it myself. From the John Holland Psychic Tarot deck, we have spiritual strength. It takes a lot of spiritual strength to go inward and to cut off toxic relationships and seek more divine relationships. And as we do that, we're seeking the divinity in ourselves, right? And emotional withdrawal. So you're with someone that may have been emotionally withdrawn, or maybe you have been emotionally withdrawn, and it's time to cut that pattern. Conflict resolution skills, right? Conflict resolutions. Here's the hard truth about conflict resolutions. I've taken classes on conflict resolutions, done it all. And the hard thing about conflict resolutions that they don't teach you is that some conflicts take a while to resolve, right? And like, so I think people are like, bye, but it takes, sometimes with some conflicts, you really have to sit with it. It could take years. Some take years to resolve, to be honest with you, okay? And heartache and loss, I do see you cutting off some toxic relationship, and it's going to be good though. In the end, it's going to be good. Like some decisions, sometimes the best decisions are not, they don't feel the best. You might be a little bit bored after you do that because you may be with someone who likes the party, maybe part of you liked that roller coaster, and that's okay. You can admit it a little bit, but choose wisely. I'm getting the cards, boredom, patience, and choose wisely. Okay. Probably what's going to happen is you're going to cut off a toxic masculine in your relationship. You're going to be bored and you're gonna be like, maybe I should call him back. I mean, the party was good, but be patient with yourself, plan your life, choose wisely. Choose wisely, and you will find your destiny. You will run smack into your destiny if you choose wisely. And when you're in your destiny, there's your power, there's your strength. Okay. You will always remember those days of partying with that toxic masculine guy. I mean, the party was probably good. I've never met a narcissist I didn't like, right? And in fact, with him, I'm like, hey, move in. Like, let's do the thing. Right? Like my 20s, I'm still putting those together. I'm not sure what happened all there, but okay. Conflict and defeat. You have memories of love. You're going to be conflicted, like, what does love mean? Unconditional love. Should I go back? No, no. You were moving on. The moving on card came up. If you do have like breakup sex or you have like the dude comes back, you need to still move on. I do see you moving on. And once you move on, you will harvest those materials that you need. Here's the thing. We all want this law of attraction stuff. We all want millionaire. We all want to be a millionaire. We all want to have the man. We all want to have like all this stuff, right? Drive a Mercedes, know you're taken care of, leave generational wealth. You're not going to do that with toxic masculinity in your life. It just doesn't work that way. That's opposite of law of attraction. It's opposite of physics. It's opposite. Whether you're looking at it with science based or you're looking at it as psychological based, Western, Eastern medicine, all of it adds up to the same thing, no matter how you spend this. If you have toxic masculinity in your life, you're not going to reach those goals. Okay. So we've got the moon goddess, right? Creation. You're working on creating a new life for yourself. And we have a pentacle card. That's our last card, is what I've been told. And pentacles. Go for pentacles. And the divine masculine will help you get those pentacles and not take your pentacles. How about that? So remember, when you're celebrating Father's Day, celebrate the divine masculine in your life and maybe reevaluate those toxic masculine energies in your life, whether they're in a male body or a female body, right? Look at look at all the masculine relationships in your life. Reevaluate, because we're still in a retrograde. Remember, retrogrades, reevaluate, reorganize, reorder, and give yourself about a week to do that. Sit with it for about a week, right? Maybe journal, take notes, talk to spirit. And then by next Friday, maybe make some decisions and have some communicate. And if you wait till next Friday to communicate, your feelings is going to come out clearer, better, and easier. Okay. So remember today, give somebody an opportunity, right? While you're celebrating the divine masculine, give a woman an opportunity today. Give yourself the opportunity, most importantly. And happy divine masculine day. Namaste.